Hello techies, welcome back. Don't miss out on all the fun and excitement awaiting you at our Things with Pings YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button now and become a part of our incredible community, and let's explore the world together. So you are here to find out the answer to the question that I asked. Okay then, let's move on. So what is the question again? Here it is. What is the difference between lazy loading and eager loading? Before we move on to the question, let's have a quick recap of what is lazy loading and eager loading. Lazy loading is a technique where related data is not loaded immediately when an object is retrieved from the database. Instead, the related data is loaded on demand, as it is accessed or requested. This approach helps to minimize unnecessary data retrieval and improve performance when dealing with large data sets. Eager loading is a strategy where related data is fetched from the database along with the main object in a single query. This means that all the required data is retrieved up front, even if it might not be immediately accessed or used. Eager loading is useful when you know that you will need the related data and want to avoid additional database trips later. Let's jump into a real-world example now. You might have an entity called student and another entity called passport. A student has a passport. The student entity might have some basic properties such as ID, name, and passport. As well as a passport has properties such as ID and number, which can belong to a given student. Now you load a student from the database, JPA loads its ID and name fields for you. But you have two options for how passport should be loaded. 1. To load it together with the rest of the fields. Or 2. To load it on demand when you call the student's getPassport method. Here, I have created a student class with ID, name, and passport properties. And the passport class with ID and number properties. Then I created a service class in repository. First, let's try with FetchType.LAZY. Here you can see I have set FetchType.LAZY to the passport. When we just query the student, it just executes the query to get only the student. Now let's change our service class with the passport, getNumber method. Now you can see a separate query executed to get the passport from the DB. This shows that the data are fetched only when you try to access them. Now let's try with FetchType.EAGER. Here you can see I have set FetchType.EAGER to the passport. When we just query the student, the passport also comes along with the student. Whether you request the passport or not, it comes along. Now let's change our service class with the passport getNumber method. It does not make a big difference. The passport is already loaded from the DB with the student. This shows that the data are fetched fully at the time their parent is fetched. You can check out the code from my GitHub account. The URL is in the description section. In simpler terms, data are fetched on demand in lazy loading, and data are fetched immediately in eager loading. That's it for today, guys. Let's meet with another tricky question in the next video.